You'll have to forgive me, ladies and gents. I had one to send out to you today, and time beat me. I had a family do on. It took all afternoon and all night. It was a late one. Couldn't get it out in time. It was Glastonbury. Obviously, that's one of the big talking points this weekend, and it was to do with Guns N' Roses. I had two thoughts about Guns N' Roses before they took the stage. One, would they turn up on time? Because Axl is renowned for making people wait, sometimes for hours. He has the crowd falling out with one another, ripping up stadiums, the lot. He doesn't like to be kept 2 o'clock. He's not bothered about people getting on, man. They don't have to go far from Glastonbury, do they? They go back in the field. But still, I know they've got constraints on them about what time they must finish the live music. Well, I think they have anyway. But no, he turned up on time. I also thought they'd be absolutely crap. I've heard him lately. I heard him when he did his guest appearances with AC/DC. Many were trying to tell me he sounded good. I heard him. He definitely didn't, in my mind. And I thought they'd be crap last night. And I wanted to say that yesterday before he was on and to see whether I was spot on or whether I was wide of the mark. Watched him late last night after some alcohol, I must admit, so I wasn't at my best. Watched him a bit more today with a clearer head. Started poorly. I think they had mic issues. How is beyond me because they have plenty of time to do sound checks and to get the sound right. You couldn't hear a word he was saying. Some may have said that wasn't a bad thing. Then you begun to hear him. I would say he wasn't brilliant. I mean, I've always quite liked the Gunners. I like rock music. I've said it before. Yeah, I'll say it again. I've said it before. And I thought they might have been the last of the great rock bands. But when I think about it, I only know 5 or 6 of their songs. Anyway, I listened to them most all the way through. And did I rate them or did I not? No, I was disappointed, really. Probably pretty disappointed. I expected more. I wanted more. I don't think his voice was at his best. And what I will say about them is a lot of people will say they don't like rock music, and that's fine. Everyone's got their own likes and their own wants. But I like a rock band where they can play hard stuff where needed, but you can understand the words and you can understand what they're saying. And for most of the time, especially the songs I don't know of Guns N' Roses, I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Now, my ears aren't the best in the world at over 60, but they're not that bad. And I was a bit disappointed. I like the classic rock era, the late 70s, early 80s. And to my mind, for all the Gunners have been put up as the biggest band in the world, I mean, we've even had people like Oasis call that, so that obviously counts for nothing. They're not that massive. You know, you compare them to the Led Zeppelins and the Deep Purples and loads of others, the Thin Lizzies of this world. They're not that big, or they shouldn't be that big. But they were okay, you know. I just wanted them to really rip it up. Being from a rock background, you don't get many proper rock acts on at KNEBWORTH, and I wanted them to go down a storm. They went down okay, but for me, they weren't brilliant. I have got one bit of advice for one of the members who played pretty well. Mates of mine was telling me the other week that Slash is one of the greatest guitarists in the world. I said, no, he's not. He's good at what he does, wrote some great songs. There is much better around than him. But what I will say is this, Slash, you were good last night. I watched you, and this morning, you were good. But you need to ditch that lumberjack shirt. A lumberjack shirt with these temperatures that we're getting in Britain at the moment, which you should know coming from Stoke, we don't normally get these. It was very humid last night, very, very close. You had all them lights on the stage. Within 5 minutes, you were sweating like a sweaty thing. It didn't look good on you. You looked very, very uncomfortable. Under that as well. So you had the hat, you had the big shirt. Take the shirt off, man. Wear a t-shirt like old Duff did. You'd have felt much more comfortable. I know it's your look, but you'd have been better in the old t-shirt. Just a tip for next time. But what I will say, Axl, is well done for turning up on time. I, for one, wasn't sure you would, but you did. So I'll give you a bit of kudos for that one. Okay? As I say, I didn't think they were brilliant. Many of you may have done. I wanted a bit more.